Hello, I'm Wendy Patrick, and this devotional is called Outnumbered, the right way to beat the odds. We're going to look at Acts chapter 19, verses 23 through 41. Have you ever felt outnumbered? Now, I don't mean outnumbered in the sense that you're the only one in your block with an electric car, or as a father of 3 girls, you're the only male in your household. I mean outnumbered morally, ethically, or spiritually. When you're the only one that views certain behavior as wrong. What's the right thing to do in that situation? Where do you go from there? Now, if you're in the Word, you know where to go because you know the way. In the book of Acts chapter 19, we learn about a pretty bad day for the Apostle Paul and the Christians in Ephesus. The riot in Ephesus demonstrates confusion. Confusion is a tool used by the enemy. Think about it. What happens when we get confused? When we stray off the Christian path into the darkness, where we can't see anymore. The assembly in Ephesus was in confusion. Some people shouting one thing, some another. And we're also told most did not even know why they were there. Now, sometimes we are exposed in our lives to people that are bad influences on us. And when we begin to spend time with them, we notice we don't think as clearly as we used to. We become confused about some things. Sometimes bad choices lead to confusion. Choices to break a rule or go somewhere we shouldn't go or try something we shouldn't try. Getting pressure to do something you don't want to do. There is no clarity of thought and decisions like that, only the darkness of confusion because you've stepped off the path. The enemy loves that and will use that to influence every aspect of your life because once you start down that path, it only gets worse because it gets darker. Now, as you are walking along your path to heaven with Jesus, you may have friends that are not. Maybe they don't really even know much about the Bible, and they are pretty sure they worship something else. Now contrast those scenarios with the simple clarity of doing what you know is right, staying on the well-lit path so you can see where you are going. James chapter 3, verses 13 through 18 tells us about 2 kinds of wisdom. He says, "Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. And if you harbor any bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth." Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every vile practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Now, if you've ever felt intimidated by others with alternate lifestyles or pressure to do something you didn't want to do or know is wrong, remember to hold your ground. Don't be confused. Stay with what you know is right and let God resolve the situation. The way of the Lord is clear, bright, and only brings happiness and blessings to every part of your life. And we have a great instruction manual on it, which is the Bible. Making good decisions with your parents, your pastor, Christian brothers and sisters. Why not walk along the well-lit biblical path to joy, happiness, and eternal life?